Heads up, we say swear words and talk about dirty things, so make sure you're cool with that. So we just watched episode 3 and 4, Silver Spoon.
Yo, that was amazing.
Hey, you're starting to get it.
So I guess we got to start with 3.
Yeah, we do have to start with 3.
I was trying to focus real hard, and every time I took a note, I would just miss a little joke. So I don't have a lot of notes, but it's Hachiken in the equestrian club, kind of hangs out.
You're missing the most important thing he did in the beginning of that episode. We have our first named animal.
Pork Bowl.
We meet Pork Bowl, the piglet.
The biggest walking target I've ever seen in the show.
They literally say, like, by the way, we're going to kill these guys in 3 months and make them into bacon. And he's just like,
yeah, because the piglet is like the runt of the litter and is the 8th of its group and is like sucking on the wrong breast.
And his name is Hachiken, and Hachi is 8. That was dumb. I kind of dislike that.
Once the piglet makes the decision, the teacher says it doesn't change its mind, even if it's a bad decision. And I feel like that's going to harken into something Hachiken does.
There are so many parallels to goals, life, and like how the world works that they pull from livestock and how we go about treating livestock or how livestock go about living. Really, really interesting.
The way they treated horses and the way they treat pigs and the way they treat cows.
Yeah, we get the Bonnet races, which giant muscle horses pull a fucking ton sled up a hill.
That was just a sports anime. That was just like a scene from Hajime no Ippo where the horse is like at its peak and it's like, oh no, it has to keep getting to the finish line. It just has a close-up of its muscles tensing up.
Is that horse doing a Dempsey roll?
Yeah, that horse just did a Dempsey roll and a gazelle punched its way to the finish line. And I was just like, yo! So we saw Mikage's uncle who works at the horse farm in the family. And we kind of got to see her in her natural habitat and what's his name? Ichiro, who's the best friend. We kind of get to know him a bit.
Well,
he's kind of
hold on. They're childhood friends. I don't know if I'd call them best friends.
That's fair. He does have an up on Mikage. Every time they talk about how close they are, we get a shot of a heart.
True. So, all right, but another interesting thing you get to see is actual farm hands or like animal handlers in like their actual job.
By the way, acting the way that actual people in their business would when they go, do you think we can understand horses? And the guy does this dramatic 180 slow turn towards the camera and goes, what are you, stupid? No one knows what horses think.
Yeah, right. Oh, geez, stupid fucking college students.
It's fantastic.
But we do get to meet the doctor there.
Yep.
And Hachiken asks him what it means to be a veterinarian. And he says you need basically the gumption to kill.
Yep, and that kind of ties into Shinosuke, who is the blonde friend from the first 2 episodes, who isn't really sure he can do it. It's kind of interesting how Hachiken is getting into the dreams of people and if they're applicable, because he himself has no dreams, as we know.
Yeah, and you really get a nice parallel there with the characters, with the situation. And another one you might not have picked up is the one with Komamba and his family situation. Where his older mother is running the farm with his family.
Yes.
And he's kind of, he's basically locked in to being the farm owner once he gets out.
He did dilute his argument down. The argument of Hachiken was like, you don't understand me because you get everything handed to you. And I'm sure Ichiro made some like snide remarks as well, but both of them jumped at each other at a moment.
Well, his home situation is actually very much based on like how they're going to flesh out his character. So this is kind of the introduction to that. I liked it. I liked that I love when characters are not the jock stereotype, but they are the like overactive, hyperactive
athletic dudes, and that's kind of what I get from him. I get the Akihiko from Persona 3 kind of personality.
Oh my god, he's literally Akihiko and Yukiko in one person.
That's fantastic. We got to see a little more of Shiroshi, who's the advisor for Hachiken in his old high school, and how...
Oh yeah, he's worrying about how Hachiken's doing.
Yep, and we kind of
see... You know what? Good fucking teacher.
Yeah, I kind of connected him to a history teacher I had that was very much a guy that looked out for me.
That's cool.
And like an advisor as well. And it's just like how he's like, hey, you're not liking your high school experience and you want to get somewhere else because you don't know what your dream is. I have a friend who runs this school. Let me get you there. We don't get anything more. And that kind of still feels like enough. It didn't feel like it was a tease towards something grander to be revealed. It just kind of felt like, hey, this is his dark, not so happy past. This is how he got here.
Yeah, it's definitely nice and relaxed. They don't really hold secrets over you, just like Hachiken's past, and that's about it. You know a good amount about the characters. Like, yeah, there's going to be more depth to them, like, once you find out a little bit more about their, like, struggles, but this is kind of how you're introduced to people normally. You don't, like, know their deep, dark past or, like, see them looking longingly at a photo and then the main character meets them. You know, like, about as much as Hachiken does about these characters.
We don't even know that much about them, and you can still tell there's, like, more than 3 things about them.
Yeah, like, his roommate is, like, this huge otaku, but they don't make it into this big thing. Like, in fact, he even talks about machinery for a while, and he's like,
yep.
Yeah, I'm really into this stuff. And the other roommate, who's, like, the token fat guy, but he doesn't just talk about food the whole time.
And it kind of fits what I was saying, where everyone's designed differently. Everyone feels different.
Oh, yeah. So now we get episode 4.
Episode 4.
Which should be like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, smash cut into the title, where Hachiken is forced to make pizza.
So this is the formula, right? This is like the formula of a good slice of life episode.
Oh, yeah.
Toradora, like, had something similar with the beach house, where it's like a moment that's kind of like off kilter, off the cuff, but it still kind of progresses the characters. This had Golden Week's over. Hachiken finds out he can do anything in the school, like on with extracurricular activities, if he asks the teachers, and finds a pizza oven abandoned when he's cleaning up the forest. And everyone goes, wait, we've never had pizza before. At least we haven't had pizza since coming to this high school. You got to make the pizza now. And everyone starts foaming at the mouth for pizza.
Yeah, you're the only one that knows what good pizza tastes like. And he's just like, okay, I guess I'll make it like my Domino's.
Yeah, who knew pizza was the mark of a white-collar man?
Yeah, right?
So Hachiken does the most relatable thing in this show so far to me, obsess over something he doesn't know if he's good at. And it's just like, there's like all these like, there's nothing intrinsic in his character about knowing how to make pizza because he doesn't know anything about agriculture. And it's probably just ordered Totino's before. So here he goes using all of his connections that he got by like working during Golden Week to make a pizza. What's her name? Yoshino, who does the cheese business. Like, he uses her connection to find out that a teacher secretly makes cheese.
Yeah, we have a little Buddha teacher.
Yeah.
He's always got his hands in something, huh?
He's has
betting
a
on
gimmick.
Horses before, and now he's making secret cheese.
He's like the Mr. Feeney kind of, where he's just everywhere at once.
Yep.
And I love his gimmick where he like has an insightful or not so insightful realization. The entire screen goes black and there's this golden spark around him. Everything kind of combined, so the whole team got together. The whole school ended up getting together.
Yeah,
to
all
make
the
pizza.
teachers, and Hachiken just starts freaking out. It's like, great, I'm gonna need to make like 1 million pizzas.
Yeah.
And his old teacher shows up.
Shiroshi shows up and kind of realizes, hey, this is what I was hoping would happen, is that he would stop obsessing over finding out who he is and let it happen. There's a quote I really liked in episode 3, which is, having a dream requires having the ability to struggle with reality. And I feel like this is what this episode is about, which is like, you have to kind of like be yourself in order to find out what you want to do in life. It doesn't just come to you.
Yeah, that definitely fits with the theme of the episode in 4.
Yeah, the moment that they all started eating the pizza and laughing, I was just like, this show's already an 8 or 9.
Yep, dude, it's extremely wholesome. Like I feel so like I'm all smiles watching this fucking show.
Yeah, me too. So good people attract good people, but Mikage worried that Hachikin would get so worked up into trying to make everyone happy that he would not have fun himself. They're kind of setting up some potential development of what his problem might be.
I see you're picking up on some clues. Our next episode is called Hachikin Runs Away. Now, they might allude to maybe some crop circles. And then I do know episode 6, summer comes up and Hachikin does not want to go home. So he has to kind of find an alternative for his summer. What's he going to do?
Probably bond with one of the other characters.
No! Thank you, Eddie Gomez, for our theme music and Phil Vasquez for our cover art.
If you want to hear more of us, click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you know when the next episode is out.
And check out our other podcasts here on Kitchen Bed Media. We got 102 Cast, we got Chai Guys, and we got so many other things.
We're also on social media.
What?
Check us out on Twitter under Palmtop Podcast.
Quick, Alex, best girl.
I'm not allowed to say.
The correct answer is Crab.
Yes. Is that an actual character? Fade it out.
Yeah.